So it's a great question because there was every year a lot of people will make their New Year's resolutions or
Yeah.
the vision board, and for me, I've never been one to do that. It's been mostly I just pick a word that I want my year to represent, right? So one
Hmm.
year it was momentum. So to answer your question, yes and no. Momentum is like when you watch a basketball game, like
Yeah. Yeah.
you can clearly see in a basketball game one team has momentum, right?
Yep.
But in actuality, they both have momentum. It's just that one
Hmm.
has momentum that is leading them to score more points, and the other one has momentum that is, where they're sabotaging and maybe they're arguing more, and so that they have momentum going in a different direction. So momentum in and of itself isn't necessarily a good thing. It's just a thing. It just depends on which way the
Yeah.
momentum
Yeah. Of
is
course.
taking you, right? So uh, I what I've learned from that year of focusing on momentum is you never want to get caught up in momentum because what happens is you'll have like three great things happen, right? And then you'll be
Right.
like you'll get an A on a test. The girl that you've been been trying to talk to calls you back finally. Your parents actually compliment you in a way where you're like, oh, that was thank you for seeing my hard work, Dad. Um, and you're just like, all right, I'm firing on all cylinders here.
Yeah.
I'm hanging out with my buddies this weekend, and
Yeah.
so the trap that we fall into is trying to keep up that momentum, and it's
Hmm.
not possible. It's impossible. I don't
Right.
care who's talks about like I'm killing it all the time. It's like no, you're not. Like you got to land the plane eventually, right? So
Hmm.
the key to momentum in either direction is gratitude, right? So instead of saying, wow, I got three wins, I got the A, I got the girl, I got my buddies, we're going to hang out, all that stuff, is to say, I'm so thankful that my hard work paid off. I'm so thankful that, I'm finally, talking to a girl that I've been, checking out for since eighth grade, whatever. And I'm so grateful that I have a team of friends that I'm hanging out because then what that does is it kind of calms you and
Yeah.
it reminds you that like you don't have to stay on this treadmill of go 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 because you're going to burn out, right? And if you don't take time to appreciate where you are and how good your school is and the fact that you have worked hard to lose the weight and get in shape and that you guys do have a podcast like you're building something together in at such a young age. So you have all these things that you're already accomplishing. You're not even trying to do a
Yeah.
thing. These are things that you're already doing and that are in play. And so to take time to celebrate those wins, to celebrate, wow, we got 100 episodes. I never thought we'd get one episode. Wow,
Right.
the girl called me back. I thought she would never call me back. Like to show gratitude. And even if you're spiraling down, right? You get an F, you get the girl doesn't call you back or she breaks up with you. Your parents blame you for something you didn't do. And that even in that moment is a time where you could be like, wow, like at least I know that I need to study for 2 hours, or maybe now I need to get a tutor. Like to be
Hmm.
grateful that you got feedback, because when we
Right.
lose a thing, we get feedback. Like when your girl breaks up with you, she doesn't just break up with you; she tells you all the reasons why, like this isn't working, all that, right? It's like, oh, thank you for the feedback. I appreciate
Yeah.
that. So now I'm gonna go back to the lab like Batman. I'm gonna go in the cave. I'm
Yeah.
gonna recharge the
Yep.
armor, and then I'm gonna come out a better human being, right? And so even from your parents, it's like, wow. Even if they say something that hurts, to sit back and be like, damn, that hurt. But what part of that was true, and what part of
Yeah.
that do I have control over, right? Instead of thinking, oh my God, my life is out of control. I'm never going to get a girl. I'm never going to, pass a grade, et cetera, et cetera. It's like, what is this moment teaching me? What's the feedback teaching me? But to also be grateful that you're getting feedback, because that means that you now have an opportunity to grow, change, evolve, and thrive,
Yeah, and a little bit of advice for anyone that seems like their momentum is swinging in a negative way or downward. Something that I do is, so I have a lot of stuff to get done during my day nowadays with school, and I have a editing internship, and I like to work out every day, do stuff for the podcast. So I have a to-do list that I write down all my stuff to do, and
Oh my God, I do the same thing.
at times it can seem
I like to write it
it can
down.
seem really overwhelming. All those tasks, like today I had like 8 at like long task, and it's really overwhelming. But what I do is at the bottom every day I write 3 positive things that I'm grateful for, and it could be like the stupidest thing. Like yesterday I wrote like I'm a huge Knicks fan, so, and on the Knicks there's this kid named Emmanuel Quickly, and he's a rookie. He scored 30 points, so I wrote I was grateful for that. And it's just those little things that make you feel good, and that's it gets you out of that rut.